everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. I am Prachi Vernikar. Currently, I am in Team Hurricane. Today, we are going to have an interview of Devesh Dani, the captain of 2019. So, let's get started. First question is, when do you feel that you should join the Epicycle team?
At the beginning of SAE Club, when we were supposed to decide which competition to participate first, at that moment only I decided that FE Cycle was really good opportunity for me and good. Actually, I liked the concept of FE Cycle, and but unfortunately I was already invested in some different competitions, so that's why I couldn't participate then. But yeah, that was the moment that when I decided that I should go for FE Cycle.
My second question is, at the time when you came into Epicycle, there were other clubs working under our SAE club in college. So among all of them, why do you decided to go for Epicycle rather than any other SAE club?
So from the beginning I was interested in FE Cycle. It gave a platform to work on hybrid vehicle, and also there was a whole range of possibilities to show our innovations, and yeah, from the beginning I was interested in, so it was fixed. I was not interested in other competitions like Baja and Tiffin.
So my third question is, what was the feeling when you got to know that you will lead the team?
So how was I feeling when I got the news that I would be leading in FE Cycle? I was really happy, slightly frightened because all this responsibility would be coming on my shoulders. So yes, a slight frightened, but yeah, I had I was confident enough that I would be well suited for the job, and I guess it all went well.
How was your experience of designing and fabricating an actual vehicle as an engineer while pursuing the engineering degree?
My experience with design and fabrication, actually there was a lot to learn. Whatever I have learned in my classes and all, those theoretical things were actually the foundation of what we have now. So that was also really important, and we need to actually just go through them, revise them. That's one thing. And secondly, we have to scale up with different softwares and different methodology. Like in the case of fabrication, there is welding and stuff. That is basically something that cannot be taught in books. So the fabrication process as whole means explained by some teachers or given through some of our seniors. So yeah, the whole experience was educating me, and it was just gradual.
In the entire season, what was the most problematic situation your team had to face and how did you overcome it?
So the most problematic situation that we were in, so it was at the day 4, where we just completed our last dynamic round, and we found out that our rear wheel hub was totally damaged. It was really unexpected situation, and we had like only few hours to come up with a solution because the next day was final race day, and we have to put our vehicle onto the racing track and we have to make it work. So that was something, means everyone was totally panic, and if we didn't fix that rear wheel, our vehicle was not capable of just means going a few meters only. So it was really difficult situation, but something came up to our minds, and it was a whole team effort. We came up with a solution, and it was our luck that we came up with something that it would be sufficient for us to appear for the race day and perform well.
As we all know that when you were leading the team, there was flood in our Karad city. Then how did you manage that situation?
So at the time of Karad flood situation, we were stuck in our colleges. The suppliers couldn't send us any deliveries because the whole transportation was shut off. The college was not allowing us to work in the workshop because workshops were partially flooded, and we had these high voltage machineries, so it was risky. We didn't have any physical tasks to do because we didn't have any raw material. Everything was stuck in the delivery phase only, and some of us were also not present there. So yeah, that I had to declare that we have to postpone every planned work for the coming 2 weeks till the next date. I didn't know the next date because I didn't know when this whole situation would be stabilized, but at that time everyone understood, and as it was no one's fault, what can we do exactly? So they trusted me, and they trusted me that I would come up with some plan afterwards. So after this whole situation was stabilized, then uh, there were burden to everyone, and I'm really thankful that no one complained. Everyone did their work gracefully, and I'm really thankful to that. And yeah, but this whole flood situation actually hampered the means process, or the main process of fabricating our vehicle. And if we had those 2 weeks, I guess we had made definitely some improvements in our vehicle. But what can we say, it was no one's fault.
How you motivated your team during project or before project?
So how did you keep your motivated your teammates? Okay, so that is something really difficult to constantly do it, because this is a job of a leader or captain, and which I think I did, like which I think, like celebrating these small moments or small achievements is really important. These small achievements could be like completing some task, or going through one phase, like passing clearing some means documentation work, some billing stuff in fabrication section, just completing the whole chassis or completing some subsystem work. These small achievements needed to be celebrated, and how we did it, we just means sometimes there were treats, sometimes there was breakout session, sometimes means just laugh and all. We used to then go to our canteens and chill out for a bit, and just making things lighten up and making them calm. I guess this celebration, this small celebration, is what it took to keep them motivated. And everyone had that kind of sense, everyone was that responsible, that they had the sense that we have to complete this in this deadline. So that is means a whole team effort again. So yes, motivation was done completely with celebrating these small moments, and also keeping in mind what we have to actually do, what we have to strive for.
After all these months of hard work, the final day comes. So, what was your feeling when the result was declared? What was the reaction of all team members?
The results, yeah. So after the final race, we were not that satisfied, because these unexpected problem came around, and we did our best. Means I supported everyone, and I make sure that they feel good about it. So we did everything that was in our hand. But yeah, we were kind of disappointed, and myself also. So for that, we took a small trip after our competition, just to relax, and we were actually not expecting a lot from the result. But when the results came, all India rank 19, we were kind of satisfied, because the whole competition was against, like ranging from teams like 60 to 70 teams were there. And out of that, even though we faced a huge lot of problems, we scored AIR 19, so that was pretty big deal. And everyone was actually happy, and everyone was satisfied with the result. Though it was not in that much good range, but it was definitely something above the previous year, and we worked for it, and I guess it was well deserved. So everyone was satisfied and happy about it.
Any important lesson from your Epicycle journey?
So the most important lesson, okay, so the most important lesson, I guess, is when you are a team, you will be facing a lot of different personalities, and these different set of personalities would be actually shaping the team. So for sure, there are some compromises that are needed to be made. There are some adjustment that definitely to be made, and everyone should accept that. Just the most important thing is, don't bring your ego. Don't give your ego more importance than the betterment of your team. That is the most important. You don't have to think selfishly. You have to think what is good for the team, even though different personalities come to a same platform. Just keep your ego aside and just think. Okay, that's important thing. Don't act spontaneously, don't be so eager to take any actions, and take everyone's consent and give it a good team effort. That is more important. That's why you're making this 12 to 13 people's team. So that is most important. Don't bring your ego in between them. That's what really matters.
How you managed your Epicycle work with other activities?
How did I manage my other activities with this Epicycle? So to be honest, I didn't manage well because my pointer got low in that semester, and I actually got some scolding from my parents also. But I guess it was well settled because I was satisfied, and Epicycle taught me a lot about task managing and multitasking basically. So yes, I learned that, and I know if I'm doing something important, then how to manage other things. This is a skill that I learned from Epicycle, which is really important. So I think I'll do better if I get any the chance in my future. So thanks Epicycle.
How Epicycle helped you in your personal and professional life?
So my professional life has not started yet because of this whole pandemic situation, and there's a pause over here. But I can say that Epicycle has given a good level up to my resume. People would actually see that I have some skills that are way better than a normal student of my same batch. And in my personal life, I can say that it has given me a good glance how to be a people person, how to interact with means some unknown, some random person, and also to be a good leader in both separate ways, and also finding a good balance between them.
Anything you want to say to the upcoming teams of Epicycle?
So anything for the upcoming team? You guys are doing a great job. You are doing a fantastic job. You guys are awesome. You have everything that you want. Just few things like keep a different range of people around you. Use everyone's strength to your maximum. Make it a team effort, and I guess that's it. That's all you need. Be confident with whatever you are doing, and I guess that would be sufficient for you to excel.
Thank you, Mr. Devesh Dhake, for giving your valuable time, and thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to do like, comment and subscribe the channel. Also press bell icon for more exciting videos. Stay safe, stay home.